What's up? What's going on, you guys? All right, back again tonight. We are going to be diving in and talking about Mercury retrograde, how it affects the mind, how it influences your thoughts, how it influences communication. What are some of the things you should be doing? What are some of the things you should not be doing? And how to perform rituals, the proper type of ritual during this time of this energy. Last night I shared with you guys a photo of these skull candles that I picked up. Um, I bet you never seen a skull candle like this, have you? And ideally, there is certain type of work that should be done during the retrograde, and working with skull candles is definitely really quickly. Skull candles and work is phenomenal. Hey, Kayer, thanks for joining.
What's up? What's up?
I'm just showing everyone these that I'm going to be using for my Mercury retrograde ritual. And the reason why I love these, most of you know with typical skull candles, you have to load them. You load them with your herbs and your oils. And traditionally, you carve a little section out of the bottom, you load them with the herbs and oils, and then you burn the candle. Well, the problem with that is I don't want to wait till my candle burns all the way down to it's finished to finally get to the energy. If the herbs are in the bottom of the candle, then essentially they're not working while the candle is burning. That's why you see this right here, this little hollow one. You fill the skull up. You load it, and as you're loading it and you're rubbing it and you're talking to it and you're telling the herbs what they're supposed to do, you're working on the mind internally, literally. They also come with these little individual figures, and these can be kept as a talisman. What you would do is you would place it on your altar next to the skull candle as it's burning. And once your candle is done, you can continue to work with the doll until what you want manifests. That's one way of using it. The other way of using it is placing the representation of the individual that you're working on inside, along with maybe you have a sigil in there, maybe you have a little petition, all of your goodies, and you allow it to melt and burn down together. So these skull candles are the ones that I always use. These are the ones that you should be using as well. Kaya, have you ever seen these before?
Never. I saw him earlier. I saw him earlier when you sent me the picture, and I was just like, "Where's mine?" You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Don't even trip. I got them. They are on in stock, on deck. I will gladly get one out to you. They are available on my website at oneritualaway.com. They also come. I've put together a kit, so you get the candle, the commanding herb, and the oil. It all comes together. It's available on my website. But let's talk here. Let's talk about this energy and how to utilize it properly. Influencing the mind can be done in more than one way. So thank you for joining tonight. Mercury's in retrograde in Pisces. Whoop whoop. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I'm sure you'll share that with us. You'll share that with us. So please, let's dive in a little bit. Let's talk about this energy and what's the difference in this retrograde being in Pisces versus all the other signs.
So first off, that's how I do. I gotta take roll call. My name is Coach Kair. I'm Team Taurus, Atlanta, Georgia. If you're watching this video, you're gonna have to press 2 to let me know you shared this video with 2 people. So share this on your page and then let me know what team zodiac you are on, especially if you are Pisces or a water sign, earth sign. Tonight's message is, of course, for Pisces. If you got moon in Pisces, Pisces rising, you got Mercury in Pisces, people should know their charts by now. I've already been emphasizing at least know where your planets are, even if you don't know how to read a chart. So please say I'm Team Taurus, Atlanta, Georgia. State your team zodiac, what city and state you're in, and then press 2 if you share this on your page or in your group. If you're on YouTube, you already know how we get down. What up? Subscribe to Jasmine's page. Subscribe to my page. Let's get it popping. Okay, so first off, the P in Pisces. This really not even fair because Jasmine is going to be like, oh yeah. Everything I'm getting ready to say on some things, she can be like, that's right. I told y'all. But in this case, the P in Pisces is for psychic. Okay? So it makes sense that I wanted to do a video. I called Jasmine and she was like, oh, I'm getting ready to go live right now. I was like, oh, okay. So then I was about to say, my topic, which I didn't even tell her, was I wanted to talk about how this one is different than the other one. And she says psychically, so what's different about this one than the other ones? So uh, then the other thing is truths and falsehoods. What's true and what's not true. So small astrology fact is there's a high end and a low end of every sign. So the low end of Taurus is gluttony because we like to eat. And some of you may call us stubborn. That's the low end. The high end is we're persistent. We won't stop till we get it done. And we go get the money. Like that's the high end of Taurus. And we like fine restaurants. We'll never buy you a cheap present. If we are, that's a fake Taurus. You know what I'm saying? So there's high and low ends. So all 12 signs have that. So in Pisces, the high end of Pisces is enlightenment, psychic abilities, meditation, movies, spirituality, mind reading. The low end is weed, porn, getting drunk on some wine, going to jail, uh, sipping on a little something, um, uh, being delusional, or too romantic. You know what I'm saying? So, what up, Shalar? What up, Siobhan? Letitia? She says, yes, I'm psychic. I see you. Team Gemini in Australia. What up, Caroline Fraser? I see you in the building. So that's just what the sign is working with, right? And Pisces is sitting there minding his own business. And then Mercury says, oh, let me go through Pisces like I do every year. And Mercury is about, hold up the skull, please, Jasmine, and open the skull up, open the top of the skull up and show them the inside. The mind, the inside of that skull is Mercury, the inside of the skull. And so she's about to do a live talking about skull candles, and I want to talk about Mercury retrograde in Pisces.
Word.
Oh, no coincidences, right? So here comes Mercury in my head. Here comes Pisces. I'm psychic. Now, whenever a Mercury retrograde happens, it's going to reflect on where your ass is at anyway. So if you're very undisciplined and just like if you always having emergencies always, you don't keep your white candle lit or you don't keep your money candle lit, then guess what's going to happen when retrograde comes? It's going to be crazy. It's going to be wreck full, not reckless. It's going to be wreck full. You was already doing careless stuff, but now the time for you to slow down and reflect and push back. But if you don't have the discipline to do that in your regular life and just breathe and stop cussing people out on the 10 while you in LA, you have to just chill. And if you chill, then you can see these other things rush by you and let calamity and crazy stuff happen to them versus you. And what's the crazy things that are going to happen during a Mercury retrograde in Pisces? Getting caught with some weed, DWIs, some weed get missing. You can't find it. You have to replace it. Your bubble burst because of some daydream that you had that you were living in. Pisces can't stand reality. They just want to be. That's why Jasmine loves making videos, but she don't want to deal with y'all. That's why she got 20 people max at her events. She can't. She don't want to see 100 of y'all. She don't want to see 2,000. That's too many people. I took her to a party one time in her own city. We was there every bit of 9 minutes. I think I'm gonna go sit in the car. Babe, these my peoples. My people from North Carolina. They're cool. She was like, too many people. I'm going. So Pisces, like, they got their own type of fantasy going on that they shape about certain things. So when reality comes in, it shakes up a Pisces like this. And it just starts moving the camera. It just starts doing, doing too much. You know what I'm saying? So retrograde, the first two letters of retrograde is RE. So guess what the first two letters of reality are? RE. So it's going to be a reality check on whatever your subconscious mind or fantasy was. Let me just let that soak in for a second. Yes, it's going to be a reality check. Now, most of the time when you get a reality check, there's a high end and a low end. The bubble burst about you or about somebody around you. So I like Mercury retrogrades because somebody get caught in a lie all the time because Mercury is communication and they spoke too fast and then the lie came out. But sweet Jesus, in Pisces, you know how I normally say take 3 breaths before you say something? It's just better to just be quiet. Don't even text it. Don't even, you see it shut down. It shut down
Yep.
Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp yesterday. That's Pisces retrograde. Pisces Mercury retrograde was like, shh, hush, shh, silence. I want some reflection going on. And everybody was panicking because I can't go on Jasmine's page. I have to get real with myself. I can't be on social media faking like I'm somebody I'm not. So I'm faced to be here with my real self. And jokers were panicking.
Yep.
The Pisces y'all looking at right here, she loves herself. So she didn't really mind. She was just like, I saw your post last week. You was like, I've been off Facebook for 6 days and I come back and I see the foolishness is still going on. I'm going to just fall back one more time. Here go this candle. I got this Mercury retrograde candle. Don't bust me upside my head candle, which is an overdue candle. Great idea. Y'all go to one ritual away and find that candle. Some of y'all need 2. Oh, because some of y'all are like, when is it over? It's not over till like April 17th.
It's a long time.
And a 7-day candle, one 7-day candle ain't going to get you in no ritual to the middle of April. Okay? So just get you 3 of them. Just get 3 of them. Because you need to be burning them back to back. You see what I'm saying? And if your money's jacked up, why don't you put this candle here so your money don't get bust upside the head? Come all together now.
True
I
that.
don't have time. I don't have time to be my money to be getting bust upside the head at any time. And then we have those people like Phelan says, I was born with a Mercury retrograde. I got this. Me too. And I used to be a little cocky myself and saying, yeah, I get a pass. No, I get the warning first. So if you were born with Mercury retrograde, but it wasn't in Pisces, you just get your warning a little bit earlier. But if you don't follow the rules, you get harsher punishment. But if you have Mercury in Pisces right now, in your natal chart, press 3 if you have Mercury in Pisces right now. I want to see all my Mercury in Pisces, press 3s. If you got Mercury rising, press 1. Oh my God, if you got, damn. If you got Venus in Pisces, you already jacked up anyway. There's no need, I mean, you already in trouble anyway. Jasmine, where's your Venus at?
In Scorpio.
Okay, so yours, so with Jasmine, Venus in Scorpio, so her relationship language is Scorpio, but it's a water sign. So she's getting Mercury retrograde in Pisces energy over to her Venus. So any man coming to her with lies or been telling her the truth and she was believing them is about to be revealed. See, she laughing too hard already. Don't say his name on public. Do not put him on blast. Don't put their name out there. But she started laughing immediately. She was like, You know how y'all get that nod? You be like, boy, let me write this nigga name down, right? Oh, somebody told me about you. And so now you just sit back in the cut and just wait. But that's if you have Mercury Like if you got something in, like, and I always look at the inner planets. Venus is how she does relationships because Mercury retrograde is the best time for breakups. So some of y'all be holding on to a relationship that's built around a lie. That relationship is going to be totally shit and shambles. And Jasmine can't help you. Okay? Jasmine can't help you with this. If your relationship was built on a lie, she don't got a 14-day, 21-day. She don't got no candle that can help you. You know what I'm saying? She got a hot foot spell for you.
Word.
See, some of y'all don't know how to use the stuff. If they already was going, you got the planets helping them go out the door, get the hot foot and help them move a little faster. Come on, let's get on through here. Get on through. You catch somebody in the lie, don't put no voodoo on their penis. Put a hot foot on them and get them on out the door. Get on up out of here. Go on, free them up. See you later. I don't need you because now I done wasted my money and a whole nother ritual on your raggedy penis. Get on up out of here. Get on up out of here. Or vagina, because there's some dudes out here that's doing that too. I don't really approve of neither one of those, but it still goes down. You know what I'm saying? She says, Lilith and Taurus, I'm a gumbo of weirdness. I see you, Cassandra. What's up, everybody? Hey, Darlene. I'm a Leo. He's a Sagittarius. Please tell me, Kai. Yeah, I can't do sun signs. That ain't got nothing to, like, where we at right now, we're not even talking about sun signs. Unless you a Pisces or a water sign, like you're a Leo and he's a Sag. That's a fire sign. Y'all over here. But I don't know specifically what the other planets are unless I was looking at the chart. So some things I'm talking in general, some things I can talk about Jasmine's chart. It's also going to happen to Jasmine in the area of relationships because she's a Virgo rising. So Pisces rules her seventh house. So Mercury is coming backwards, cleaning all that up. What's the truth about how Jasmine relates? It's going to hit everybody. Mama, daddy, brother, sister, cousin, exes, presents, futures. All of y'all coming through getting the truth serum. So either be quiet or you could bow. I was going to do a video called Bow Out Gracefully. This could be subtitled, just Bow Out Gracefully. If you know you're going to get caught in the lie, just bow out. My homegirl, she just caught her boyfriend or her dude she been messing with for 2 years. He's been telling the same story to 8 other women, and she caught him on Instagram. She set up a fake Instagram account and went to all the chicks who was hitting likes, and she told him, she was like, this is what he's telling me. What is he telling y'all? And they were all was like, he's telling me the same thing. This dude trying to get like 7 girls pregnant at the same time in Atlanta. I know your eyes is like,
what?
Yes. He had one leaving the house at 12:45, texting his main shorty at 1:15, talking about, I love you. I want to see you tomorrow. Like delusionals. The delusionals are out here right now. And you don't be mad when you catch them in the lie. What do I always say, Jasmine? When somebody show you who they are, trust it. Trust what people show you. Can I get everybody? We are not the STD capital. We are not. We are the sex trafficking capital of America. But we are not the STD capital. Okay? We do sex trafficking around here. We don't do STDs. Okay? We got other diseases that we do because the Center for Disease Control is here, but we don't got the capital of STDs is everywhere. Quit thinking that your city, it's okay for you to go out here and just get you something because you don't stay in Atlanta. Forget about it. So trust what somebody shows you right now. But the big key part, can you be honest with yourself right now? So many of us tell lies to ourselves. This is an opportunity for you to dissolve the wall that you have built. Change your mind. Change your visualization. Get with the real. Get with the real. In the mirror in the morning. Hi, self. Hi, Kair. Have you been lying to me? Well, you know, it's kind of, it might be too much for you to handle. Well, give it to me straight. Da 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 da. Suck it up. Okay. Because Pisces is tears. So it's okay to cry. Get you a glass of wine, keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Um, Celibacy. I wasn't going to talk about celibacy, but first off, if you masturbating, you ain't celibate. Let's start there, because some of y'all try to mix the terms up. And Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio is all water signs, and that's all sex. So I don't know about no celibacy piece. Jasmine could probably do a whole video on that. I don't want to get her started right now about just sitting on the candy and all this. Just because other people, you can't get diseases just because you having sex. You got to be with a you got to have a poor selection process, but that's a whole nother story. So, look, she said, okay, I'm not celibate. There we go. We just want to get, see how fast we caught somebody lying to themselves? I'm celibate. I'm celibate. Oh, wait. I can't touch myself? Oh, excuse me. Let me pull that back. I'm not celibate. I'm just abstinent. I'm abstinent. So, that's on you if you're not currently getting laid. Jasmine got something for you.
That's a whole other story. We'll
And
talk about that later. And you should
right.
be. You should be getting laid. Now, you shouldn't be getting laid by the wrong person, but you should be getting laid, working out that root chakra. Sex is for manifesting, balancing out that energy, because I don't care how much you can masturbate. There ain't nothing like connecting with another person. I'll save that for another video. And a lot of people that aren't sexually active, they be looking around wondering why my money ain't flowing and this ain't working and that ain't working. Your energy ain't right. Your energy ain't right. Have sex. It will help you manifest and have lots of it.
Right, get you some. But we're talking about we're just going to put the conversation on those who are trying to get some pipe or those who are trying to get some punani. We're going to talk to y'all. Those of you who are lying to yourself and talking about it's by choice, choose something else. Like I said, this is a good time for you to change and choose something else. Pisces rules dreams. This is a good time to conjure up the man of your dreams, the woman of your dreams, the dream situation, the dream job. You told me that a lot of people were like, I'm so nervous about losing my job because
Mm-hmm.
the job is a lie. Your job is a lie. You ain't happy there and you want to hold on to it. And Mercury retrograde is trying to and put you somewhere else where you're supposed to be, where you can be even more happier. But you done got lazy and you done living in a fantasy. I just got finished telling you it's gonna be like that. The screen gonna be just moving like that right there.
Mm-hmm.
If you ain't being honest and moving with integrity, you always got to move with integrity. But this Mercury retrograde, and it was at the most critical degree. So like it went all the way to 29. It just had to go just this much further to get to Aries. It said no. No, I'm not going to Aries. I'm gonna do this to all of y'all Pisces. So all of you, what's that? The last, what's that? From everybody from March the 2nd to March the 20th, you're getting it. Don't try to run. Don't
Mm-hmm.
try to run. You getting, and it's gonna be your ego that's getting checked. All of you early, all of you February Pisces, Jasmine don't really rock with y'all like that, but she will let you be in the club. You know, she one of them March Pisces. I
Mm-hmm.
said, girl, February 28th is a Pisces too. Yeah, but they different. That's beside the point.
Mm-hmm.
You still are getting that you're still getting that play that's putting on you to check your ego. You just need a small ego. Don't you ain't gotta let it get too big. This is the time when you push it down and squeeze it out. Squeeze all the lies out of your ego. Don't crush your ego, but squeeze all that excess out of your ego. All the illusions and getting too far over to the left and to the right. Let that go. Let that go. Don't because your ego gonna get you punished. out here because, and what happens in Pisces is it's the deepest water. That's why your boy Ralph Smart, big shouts out to Infinite Water. He says what? Infinite Waters diving deep once again. He's a Pisces. He's March the 4th. So diving deep. What happens in deep water? You can drown. So how honest can you be right now? How much can you appreciate the liars? Because there's so much illusion going on right now. It's the 52 fake out. So it's not a time, like it's not a Mercury retrograde in Virgo. Like this is the piece in your, but in your higher consciousness. That's why I like that you had the skull. What are you aiming for? What are you aiming for right now in your spiritual journey? It can't get no deeper spiritually than Pisces. You know what I'm saying? And so, is it time for a new routine? I don't want to get Jasmine started about you burning candles consistently or doing your practices consistently. Like, and I fall short myself sometimes too, but I got a practice because I'm the first candle. So am I lit? So I'm always practicing my prayers. Do you know your Anabacoa? Anabacoa, get to like your Menkatia Tessera. Do you know your prayers? Do you have a prayer memorized? The memory, that's Pisces. That's Mercury, all of that. Memorizing a prayer, Mercury and Pisces. That's where it's at right now. So look at Scotty talking. Look at your Pisces ass cousin Scotty talking about deep like the creek.
Got my twin.
Don't get him. Please do not give him no fuel.
Man, we be having a drink right about now. I miss you, brother.
Ladies and gentlemen, do not let M. Scotty Cogdell and Jasmine I-10 in the same room. I'm just telling y'all don't know, but you're not going to be able to separate them. And you ain't going to be able to bother neither one of them. She got his back and he got hers. It's going to be crazy up in that piece. But anyway, yes. Deep like, there he go. What's up? See, never mind. Let's try to stay focused here. They trying to pull the conversation into their Pisces weirdo type thing. So, yeah, y'all dive deep, but come up for some air. Some of y'all are just like too submerged into like stuff that's going on. And those of you who are going through a Saturn return and this Pisces retrograde, please hit me up on my inbox and let me put a package together for you. I don't have it on my website, but if you are going through a Saturn return, that means you between the ages of 28 and 31, 27 and 31, up in there, and it's feeling really uncomfortable ever since December of last year. I know it's tight all around the head, and you just got band-aids on. You keep buying band-aids at the store. It's okay because you ain't got no strategy. What she say? She said, "I'm so strong but yet I'm so weak." It just happens. It just happens. You got to understand you can't just look at just the sun sign. I don't know how many videos I got to make about, you got Mercury, you got the moon, you got the rising sign, you got Jupiter, you got Mars, you got Saturn, you got Uranus, you got all this stuff going on. Lilith. Some of y'all I've been looking at some charts lately. Y'all got Lilith and Pisces. And when you repress your sexual energy, when you're really supposed to be out here almost like a porn star, you like, some of y'all are built to be porn stars hollering, "I'm celibate."
Hindering yourself.
Right. And then you wondering why something ain't working for you. Hey, all I can do is just lay it out here for you. Jasmine, what you got to say about what do you think? I done been talking. I'm gonna scroll back and look at some of these comments.
Absolutely. Well, I agree with everything. And the thing that I find right now, I mean, during any retrograde, but of course in a sign that governs emotions, is everyone's all up in their head. The anxiety. You can't think straight. You're making bad decisions. Shit's coming out your mouth and it ain't coming out right. You need to, don't say nothing. You need to get clarity. You need to get mental focus. And I've been scrolling through the timeline, and every other post is about something happening to someone, or some of y'all are just, you're just venting things, and it's like, whoa, you need to keep that to yourself. Gotta calm down, bring it down, which is why it's important working on the mind, and your mind is going to overwork during this time. This is why one of the most important rituals, aside from anything you can do on someone else, is working on yourself. Do a ritual on yourself. Most people tend to forget to burn a candle on themselves. You see this right here? Give yourself a peace of mind. Give yourself some mental clarity. You go on this
Woo.
hamster wheel trying to figure out why this isn't working, or what the next move is, or what you should do, or how to handle this relationship, or how to handle this, or should I move? Should I stay? Should I get a job? Stop. Just get some mental clarity. Calm down. Um, and yeah, that's the thing, and that's why I like, I'm going to be working with a small candle on myself to make sure that I am in alignment correctly, mentally, emotionally, so that the next couple of weeks I don't make any fuck up mistakes. Y'all, some of y'all out here fucking from this energy because you're not thinking straight. I ain't got time for it. So that's my
Um, my email address is coachkair@gmail, Esther Jackson, or you can just come and just send me a DM on Facebook. If you're looking for your Lilith, man, I can't really go out like sometimes like you can just type in Lilith in the chart on Google and it'll take you there and ask you to put in your date of birth, and some websites will just like show you where your Lilith is at. But even most astrologers, when they do your chart, they tell your sun, your moon, your rising. They don't talk to you about your Lilith. They don't talk to you about your spiritual destiny and your North Node. They don't talk about your personal poisons. They don't give you no strategy. None of that. Luna! 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 Your big self. So, yes, she heard my voice. I see you back there. Want to know, you know who this is? So, when you find your Lilith, man, I don't even know. Like, to me, it's just easy because I've been doing it for such a long time. But Astro is like terrible because no place that really gives you a chart just like comes and tells you where your South Node is at or your Lilith. You know what I'm saying? So if you need help finding that information, just DM me, and I guess you could just send me your birthday, and all I'm going to do is tell you where your Lilith is at. I'm not going to do a reading unless you book a reading. But if you just want me to help you find your Lilith, that's easy. I'll just be like, ma'am, this is your Lilith here. This is where it's at. And then you can go. Lilith is not all dark either. Like some Europeans try to keep writing about it so dark. She's one of the most powerful energies out here you can rock with because she's your dark side. Everybody has a dark side. You know what I'm saying? Like my man said, you carry your dark side like a heavy sword dragging the ground, getting sharp all the time. So then when some stuff jump off, that thing gets light as a feather. And what's happening? You're going to need your dark side to get you to the light because you fight in darkness. You can't just come out here and just be like, love and light. I want all the danger to go away. I'm just going to just love it away, Jasmine, and it's going to stop coming. Nah, that ain't gonna happen. I'm from Trinidad and Tobago, and I try to do a lot of spiritual cleansing on myself, but it just keeps coming. This is a good point right here. If you're doing spiritual cleansings all the time, that means you ain't got no ammunition. You ain't doing no offensive work. If you always on the best defense is a good offense. I do like 2 cleansings a year. Everything else I got is offense. You know why something can come for you? Because you sitting still. Ice Cube, LA, built like a tank yet hard to hit. That means he not sitting still. You can't hit what's moving. You sitting still. I did a cleanse. And then you ask this question right here. Why are they doing this to me? Why are you asking why? You shoot at me? You shoot at me? If you shoot at me with this, I'm shooting at you with this. Boosh. How
Mm-hmm.
about you ask some questions? You ask some questions about my offense. I ain't gonna be sitting up here worrying about what you're doing. And also it may show that your cleanse is weak. You can't just put sage on for deodorant and sage the house and think, I got some sage and I took a couple baths and I got some black tourmaline in my pocket or in my bra. First off, stop putting black tourmaline. If black tourmaline holds dark energy, stop putting it by your heart. Rose quartz goes by your heart. Black tourmaline go in your pocket. I want to keep dark energy in my pocket where I control it. I don't want to. I see people with black tourmaline necklaces and what's the other black stone that holds negative energy?
Onyx, patchy tear.
I'm not putting that around my neck. I'm not putting that. I'm not putting that close to my heart chakra. Just put it in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? But you got to stop being a target first and start working light. You know what I mean? Make it where it's.
I want to add something to that too, because, you know, a lot of people, they're doing their cleansings or they're constantly feeling like they're being attacked. And one, you need to have your protection up. Two, people tend to forget you got some karma. You got some karma. Spell work, spiritual work, cleansing. No ritual bath is gonna get rid of your karma. That's not gonna happen. Okay. It's the reality. If you're always being attacked, this is what I say. If something's always happening to you, then there's an issue, and it may be coming from internal. Everyone's always trying to look to the external to figure out why things keep happening to them. You got to look at the common denominator here. If the common denominator is yourself, what is going around you? What are you creating? What are you creating up here? Most people, I would probably say about 8 out of 10 people that come to me for a consultation and they ask me, they say, I think I've been hexed, I think I've been jinxed, I think somebody put roots on me, I think somebody put witchcraft on me. By the end of the consultation, they ain't been hexed. Well, in a sense they have. They didn't done it to themselves. You didn't thought yourself into your situation. Did nobody else do it to you? And, you know, naturally we always want to place blame somewhere, but it's like, again, if you're constantly losing jobs, if things are constantly happening to you, it's not the exterior. It's something going on internally that's manifesting in your external reality. And you need to have your protection up. It is imperative to have your protection up. And that includes, like Khayr, you have your protection medallions on. You should be doing your protection rituals. Like you, I do my cleansers 4 times a year, every season change. And I deal with a lot of people. I'm talking to dozens of people on a daily basis, doing spells for people weekly. But my luck is great. I don't see nothing, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like what's going on. And not only that, who's around you? The hardest thing to accept is sometimes the closest people around you are your biggest adversaries. And you need to separate yourself. You need to separate, unfortunately. And sometimes, you know, and I'm talking, this could be your parent, this could be your spouse, it could be somebody you done brought in. It could be your best friend. It's always those that we really, really, really love. And it's like their energy ain't right. Another thing too, for people, and this is something else that, you know, people are like, well, I do cleansings. If you're the only one in the household doing a cleansing, everybody else is running around all willy-nilly and they're coming back in the household bringing in the energy, and you're the only one doing the cleansing, you're the only one burning the money candle, you're the only one, guess what? You're defeating your purpose. Okay, because your family is bringing energy back into the environment.
Jasmine, they need that new apartment spell. You just stop doing everything and just do the new apartment. If you're the only one doing something at the whole house, then the only thing you should be doing is the new apartment spell so you can get you a spot and you can be the only one in there doing something. That way you know. Like if
Mm,
you take your shoes off, but you always vacuuming in the house, but you stay with other people, guess who brought the dirt in for you to vacuum? Them. So if
right.
they won't take their shoes off and won't go by the rules, guess what you do? You go somewhere where it's your rules and you're the only one. And they don't even have the address. And you won't even need no vacuum cleaner. You can just have a little hand broom because you take your shoes off when you come in.
Mhm.
So I just wanted to put that in. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No, 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 that's perfect. And I know with a lot of people, I hear people tell me, well, my spouse or usually your partner doesn't believe in what you're doing. Well, y'all need to get on the same page.
Or
Um,
deuces. Or deuces. One of the
pretty
two.
Pretty much, because when you're doing spiritual work and you're in a partnership, you're doing it for the both of you. You can't be the only one pulling the heavy weight. And you can't be the only one trying to be grounded and protected and magical and manifest. And you got this motherfucker over here bringing in negative energy, walking by your altar looking like, I don't believe in that. You need to assess some things. And if you're
It
on
could
your
be one
spiritual
finger.
journey,
It can be, that's right. One finger or two finger. That's what I say.
if somebody can't get with you that loves you on your spiritual journey, they may not have to be as deep in it as you, but any man that's with me, oh, you're gonna be lighting these money candles. You're gonna be sent your ass at this altar, and you're gonna do whatever else it is I tell you to do if you want to be in my presence. And if you can't do it, then you got to go because you're bringing that up in here. If you live in an environment where it's like I live in a house and I can't practice and they don't believe in that, then guess what? You gotta move. Gotta move, boo. Time to go. And you should be practicing so you can get your butt up out of there. I'm just saying. So,
They just gonna suck up all of your stuff.
man, man, oh man. And that goes for y'all that got teenage kids too. You need to be teaching them. They going to high school in America? Oh, hell no. You know what they coming back? Do you know what's going on in these schools? Do you know what they're bringing home? You need to be working on them too. Give them some Florida water soap. And I understand kids, they difficult and this and that, but anybody in your household, if you're paying bills and you're living there and you running the house, it's your rule. If you are the only person that is trying to pull the weight for everybody, something needs to change. Everybody needs a spiritual bath. I'd walk through that house and blow it up with some sage. Sage, y'all getting in this tub. We doing this as a family. So you shouldn't be the only one pulling the weight. Defeating the purpose.
Um, let's say you are needing a cleansing, or you feel a lot of people use the word spiritual attack. Jasmine, has anybody ever come to you and say, I'm up under spiritual attack?
Absolutely.
So attack is akin to warfare. So if I'm at warfare, I
Mm-hmm.
can't afford to go into warfare with a cheap sword. Let me get everybody the hashtag cheap sword. And a cheap sword is a cheap tool. Me and my man were talking about this last weekend at Dr. Gibson's workshop about, he said, I used to have Amazon tools. I'll be looking for something for $15 and I want a spell, candle, cleansing, medallion, crystal. For $15, that's $3 each. Like what you gonna do in the battle in a real attack if all your tools cost $3, right? So this medallion,
Mm-hmm.
Jasmine got one,
Yes, I do.
uh normally is $300. And people like, are you crazy? What? I've had this about 4 years. I think Jasmine's sitting on about, she right behind me, 2.5, 3 years with hers, because I kept telling her, I was like, player, you around here doing too much. Because some things they emit for you. They're working while I'm asleep, right? And so, but these, like this one is on sale right now for 50% off.
Mm.
I had to pay full price. So if you're gonna complain about getting a real tool, then like you gotta pick what you're gonna do. Are you gonna complain or are you gonna get out there and celebrate? If you start, if I see you come out of, if evil is watching you and sees you come out of the spiritual gun shop with a brand new gun, evil ain't really gonna be wanting to run up on you. I'm gonna be looking for those who got cheap tools, who like to complain all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, I get some of those horoscope things that come in my email every now and then, Kair. I say, what you mean? Well, every now and then it just tells me, about my Capricorn sign. And sometimes it's right. So that's what you're gonna rely on is every now and then. And then inside of every now and then, you're gonna rely on sometimes inside of every now and then. And then you want to say, somebody's after me. Oh, I don't know. Why is somebody after me? Because you put more money building up your wall of illusion. You spent more money and energy building up your fantasy about you being a victim. Pisces is a big victim too. The low end of Pisces is I'm victimized. The low end of Pisces is depression and anxiety. So some of you who don't feel good about yourself, normally, you really don't feel good about yourself right now. You know what I'm saying? Like Jasmine is just like, oh, I'll just peel some skin off. Flush me out. Oh,
Yep.
what's next? When is it over? The 19th? Okay. I'm back in the gym. But then some of y'all are like, oh, she went out and found new products to expand her business. She got her new website done before the retrograde. So
Mm-hmm.
she don't have to worry about PayPal difficulties and so and so and so and so. You know what I'm saying? So when you build up momentum, these things start happening for you in a natural flow. You know what I'm saying? Scotty said a toilet tissue bulletproof vest. What you gonna do? You gonna stuff your shirt. You gonna stuff your shirt with a bunch of toilet paper. That ain't gonna do nothing. That ain't gonna do nothing. You go into a gunfight, you better take a gun. And it better
Right.
be a high caliber gun. With some quality. You know what I'm saying? So and it's not, and all of them aren't for protection, but they are some out there. Like that new AOS. I gotta tell you about that. That's my other baby back there. I ain't bringing her out today because I wasn't going outside in the streets. But invest in your tools. Invest in your tools. And crystals don't solve everything. Like she
Mm.
said earlier, who are you on the inside? You're doing all this external stuff, but you don't want to sit down in the mirror and be like, hey, who am I?
Yep.
You a piece of shit. I can't believe
Mm.
you talk to me like that. Well, you are. Have you done anything to really be a good person lately? Yeah, well, it's Jasmine's fault, or it's somebody else's fault. Go watch American Gods and watch what happened when her heart get weighed against the feather. It's only you. There ain't gonna be nobody else there. You talking about, well, my kids, I had to sacrifice for my kids. They're not gonna ask you that. They're gonna say, did you use all of your did you do everything you could to use all your spiritual tools? Well, I had to sacrifice because, you know, so and so and so and man, excuses are tools of the incompetent.
Mm-hmm.
This particular medallion, you can get it from tybro.com. I'm about to type the website in here. Um, he just got a straight arsenal over there of of things. When you go over there, you're gonna see the 50% off right now, and then you just when you pull the menu down, just click on medallions. And what I always tell people is just go over there and read the descriptions and see which one fits with you. You know what I'm saying? But he having like a sale like every other week. So I don't even need nothing else. Right now I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? I'm spending more money on necklaces than I am on medallions. But I didn't hesitate when it came time to putting my armament on because we are up under spiritual attack. Jasmine, did you know the articles about the scientists are now saying that the rings of Saturn are decaying?
I did not. Wow.
Did you know that every planet emits a sound?
Yes.
The sound of Saturn sounds like screaming.
Mm. Ooh, that
So
hurts.
Saturn is the hell planet in this galaxy. It's the prison. So if they get out, where you think they coming?
Right.
And guess what they gonna be coming down here to do? Eat. They
Mm-hmm.
gonna be coming down here to eat.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't gonna be stopping. They ain't gonna be stopping at my house.
Right.
I got some. I got some big rat poison, gorilla poison for them. If they come, but guess what? It's so many people that don't believe in the protection, not using magic. Every Catholic church, every archdiocese has a trained sorcerer there to they taking out demons out of people
Oh,
fast as dentists are pulling teeth. Talk about it, Jasmine. I'm gonna pass the mic right there.
and I'm so glad that you brought that up because it's interesting, religions in general. But if you think about, especially if you watch these horror movies, who do they have during doing an exorcism? A Catholic priest.
Please.
And all of
Every
those
time.
movies, if that's not magic, sorcery, witchcraft, I don't know what is. He got his tools, he got his medallions on, even if it's a cross. He got his holy water. He's speaking his incantations. What does
In
that tell you?
Latin.
In Latin, exactly. What does that tell you? I mean, and I could go on and on about that. The witchcraft is being practiced in the Catholic Church. You go to these botanicas out here, and you know people they buying up these candles, these saint candles with them saints on it. This is witchcraft, y'all. They ain't praying to no Jesus. Okay, no, get it right.
Saint Ex Saint Expedite.
I
Saint Expedite?
hello, maybe they're hiding behind these faces. That's it's all magic, all of it. Every culture you think about it practices magic. Name one culture that you can think of that don't burn candles or do some form of ritual. I dare you. You won't be able to. I'll wait. Not only that, also something else that came to me when you were speaking a few minutes ago is you got to make sure you're doing the right type of magic, especially during this time. Now, I say this a lot. I am a firm believer you are within your right to defend yourself, your family, your livelihood through the use of magic in any means possible. But a lot of people, again, back to the why does this always happen to me, tend to forget karma doesn't come back in the way that it's sent out. This skull counter that I have right here, I was talking to somebody right before I got on this live video. She inboxed me and she asked me, would this be a good option for her to do on her coworker? She got a coworker that always has her name in her mouth, trying to get her in trouble, trying to get her fired. Should she burn the skull count on her because she wants to get rid of her? Now, normally, I don't have no problem doing banish spells. As far as I'm concerned, if somebody's a problem, fuck them. But in this particular case, I'm like, you know what? You try to do a banish spell on somebody and you might be the one that gets banished. Why don't you do the skull candle on your boss so you can keep your job? So when they go to your boss with some foolishness, your boss is already like, I ain't even trying to hear it. That's how you practice magic the right way. That's how you practice magic the right way during a retrograde. Okay. The same thing here with this one. Wanting to do a love spell. Maybe you don't need to do a love spell on the person. Maybe you need to burn the candle on yourself so you can communicate with your partner properly. When you do the wrong spells at the wrong time or the right spells at the wrong time, they will and can backfire on it. So, you know, the person that did, and that's the thing, you be burning banish candles on your coworkers and then you totally forget about it. 3 years later, you can't keep a job. Right spell, wrong time, wrong spell, wrong time, dabbling in something that you should be doing differently. You can get the same results. Now, the woman that I'm gonna do this for, her boss is going to the boss that's working with her is the one that's gonna get fired. We ain't even got to do nothing with her. She gonna hang herself, and her boss is gonna be like, "I got rid of her for you." That's how you practice candle magic during a retrograde, and you let this energy work for you. You don't go against the grain, but you flow with it. You flow with it. Yeah. Yes. Can I get an amen or an a woman?
Amen. A woman. A woman. Uh, I know the numbers are about to go down when I say what I'm about to say. It's always at least one time in the live that I have to say something where it's gonna be a, oh Lord.
Wait for it. Up.
Is if y'all would cut out 3 behaviors in your life, you could do less spells. If you would cut out 3 behaviors in your own personal life, you have less enemies. If you cut out these 3 things I'm about to tell you right here, you have so much more prosperity in your life and you won't have all this stuff that you have to cleanse. Okay, y'all ready? Stop lying, stop cheating, and stop stealing. Some of y'all ain't just lying to yourself. You lie all the time about everything. You looking for a shortcut, even in a ritual. You cheating. You ain't got no integrity. And then you steal. You take things that's not yours. You litter on the planet. You throw things out the window onto the earth. The magic is coming from the earth, but you littering while you riding down the highway. Or you taking something that ain't yours. That's a little thing. You say, oh, that was only $2. It was only $5. Nobody saw me.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Who told you? Jasmine never told you that you could do something and get away with and nobody was something. And there's nothing that you've ever done that just like totally nobody's seen it. It happened, bruh. Your wife or your partner may didn't see it, but these same spirits that you calling to do something for you are like, nigga, ain't you the one who just lied, cheated, and steal? Like in the last 4 days, we got like 10 offenses against you. And now you want me to come up here and tell them to stop talking about you, put some money back in your account, help you get this car, help you get this apartment, help you get this person back to you. Why would you do a ritual, a love spell to get somebody to come to you when you lie, cheat, and steal? Can you get right with yourself? Jasmine inbox should be blowing up now. Can I get a skull candle on myself? I need a white, green, blue, red, yellow. How many colors do you have? I need one for every day. Can I get a candle on myself? This is an X retrograde self. Pisces is the last sign. It's the biggest transformation. You ain't got no bigger opportunity than transform before the springtime comes. Here we are in the last little bit of winter, and y'all out here playing. It's the last little bit of self inner reflection. And it said slow down some more so you can see through the fog. Not just pump your brakes, slam on the brakes. Mm-hmm. Do you? Forget about me telling you, oh, it could reverse back to you. I'd rather do a spell on me and let it keep working on me. Right. Wouldn't that make sense? I'm going to do this spell on me and then it work and keep working on me. Mm-hmm. For 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, 7 months. They'd be like, wow, something's changed. Well, I just did that spell on me back in March and it's still working because it reversed and kept reversing back on me because I did good stuff to myself. Mm-hmm. But you're so concerned about what this other person is doing. What about your particular karma that you did? And now, like Jasmine said, you upset. I can't believe it came back to me like this. Go on somewhere, man. Go on somewhere. You can't run away from you can't tell them, Scotty, you can't run away from yourself. You can't run away from yourself. Do a ritual on yourself. Mercury Retrograde, Pisces, that candle, Jasmine shouldn't even have no more. Tomorrow's Friday. All of y'all getting paid. Y'all going to buy some weed, some weave, and some wine. Y'all going to get the 3 W's, but you ain't going to get no candles. Mm-hmm. You ain't going to come get no... You can get one reading. I don't even let people come back to me like within 2 or 3 months after they get a reading because you won't have to. You're going to be gone. Bye-bye. I'm going to give you so much homework. Get your ass up out of here. When you come see me, when you leave, I wish you would go see another astrologer. Go ahead and try it. They just going to be like, well, you know, your moon's in, is it 13th sign? Is it Vedic? I don't got time for all that. What about
Mm-hmm.
accuracy and strategy and what you need to do in your life right now?
Right. It's
Oh,
important. No.
she said, look what Brooke said. A few weeks ago, I would get a tea at work and keep forgetting to pay for them. Well, I had something come up and had to miss a few days, and my check was kind of short. So I believe that that was the universe saying, okay, you're going to pay for these now. And that was my karma. And it wasn't bad karma, it was just karma. You got some teas and forgot, you kept forgetting to pay? Did they say it was free? Or did it say 50 cents, 25 cents? That's when it really hurt right there. It could have been 50 cents. You could have drunk 6 cups, could have been $3, and then your check like $180 short.
Yep.
Ouch. Oh, ooh, 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 ooh. That ugly. That ugly. Pisces is the last incarnation type of sign. Not coming back. Straightening it out now. Get it done. Clifford
Yeah.
said, I need a ritual for myself. You do, Clifford. Brooke, we hope that that straightens out. You know what I'm saying? I want you to get your money back. What you need to do, Brooke. So, Brooke, what would you do first, Brooke? Your ritual tomorrow is to repay. Retrograde, repay. I walk right up in there with my little short check and drop my little $5 bill in there. They'll be like, well, the tea's already paid for. Here's your 5 back. Don't give me that money back. No, I'm straight. Hold that. And some of y'all need to be walking around with extra ones in your pocket for these homeless people, because a lot of these homeless people are money angels. Jasmine, you want that one?
Ooh. Oh, it is so true. I always, I'm always like, people, you're working on your prosperity, trying to manifest your money. If you got a couple bucks, you should give it. You know why? Because you're being tested. You're being tested. Some people will, it'll be payday. They won't come up off a quarter. You're being tested. And then you wonder why your money magic isn't working. I agree. You should have a couple of dollars and you should give it, and you should give it freely, and you should want to give it. Someone actually asked me just recently, she did some work for herself and whatever she was working on manifesting, she asked me, how can I give an offering or give thanks to the universe? And that was one of the things I said. I said, the next time someone on the street asks you for some money, give it to them, especially if your money magic works. If your money magic works, you shouldn't even, they shouldn't even have to ask you. You see them, hand them a dollar out your window. Put the dollar in the tip jar. That is an easy way of saying thank you, and it will come back to you. It will multiply. Whenever not only when I spend money, but I anoint my cash with money oil. Anytime I spend any money, it has money oil on it. And in my mind, unconsciously, consciously, and in my heart, I'm like, I hope that this denomination with this money oil rubs off on this person and it helps them. So that's something that you should really consider doing. And a lot of you, are you working with your money oil? Are you putting on your money oils? Are you using your counter success oil? Do you have your protection counter going? See, you need to get up on it. But yeah, Kaya, that's a very valid point. Money angels.
I'm about to do many readings for sun signs. I saved this for the end, so y'all be like, I didn't even tell y'all I was gonna do this. So listen closely. I'm going to tell you where the retrograde is going to normally affect you at. And I'm gonna start with Pisces because my queen is right here, and we're gonna start with her first, the house lady first. Now, rest of y'all get in line, and we're going to go. We're going backwards. All right. Well, now I'm starting with Pisces. So if you're a Pisces, this Mercury retrograde is happening in your personality. It's all about being real and keeping it real 100 with yourself. If you are an Aries, this Mercury retrograde is happening in your dream state. In your dream state, what are your dreams? What are your visions? Be careful about drinking and smoking and stuff like that, because it could come up in that way. If you are a Taurus, this is going to come up in your friends. So watch, and are friends lying to you in the groups that you're hanging in, because this is happening in your 11th house. Um, yeah, like don't trust the favors. The favors might not come through right now. Okay, Tauruses, so be careful. Geminis, this is your popularity. How people, this may be something about how you are seen in public. Okay, so watch your public image and your reputation. What is your reputation, Geminis? Watch your mouth.
Mm.
Cancers, your philosophy, long-term trips. If you're a Cancer and you're taking a trip, you need to be at the airport an extra hour early. Okay, your philosophy may be challenged. Your philosophy could be so thick and you could be so like on it, and it could still be lies. Your whole philosophy could be stacked on top of stack on top of stack on top of layers of lies. So analyze your philosophies if you're a Cancer. Leos, oh man, if you're in an intimate or committed relationship, watch that. It's going to show up in your desires. If you're married, see, make sure watch with your partners, like being honest or telling you the truth, or there may be some misunderstandings. Y'all need to be meditating together. If you are a single Leo, then this is a good time to go deep on the mystical path. It's a good time to initiate some things and clear up some things in your own transformation. Virgos, oh my goodness, Virgos is going to be relationships, relationships, relationships. That's where it's going. Virgos and Virgo risings. So Jasmine is getting it in her face and her personality, and then she's a Virgo rising, so she's getting it in her 7th house as well. Okay, so if you're a Virgo sun or Virgo rising, it's going to be something in relationships. Don't believe them knuckleheads. Like, ask for the receipt. Find out. They could be getting revealed too. Also, if you just got here, press 2 if you shared the video. If you've been here since the beginning, that's all cool. We asking everybody who comes on, invite somebody, man. So press 2 if you shared this video. You're welcome, Darlene. And if I hit you, please say your sign and say you just hit me. If I'm talking to you. Next is Libras. Libras is going to be at the job. Yes, it's going to be at the job, or it's going to be how you serve the community. So if it's at work and you ain't supposed to be there, like put the hot foot spell on it and get somewhere. Also, if you're a Libra, watch out for the care of your feet. The care of your feet if you are a Libra. So that means like do some detoxing through your feet. Take care of, like, no open toes right now. Watch your step. Watch your step, Libras. Scorpios. Oh, Scorpios. So this could happen with your children. It could happen, y'all. Scorpios. This might be a good time for y'all for some wild pornographic sex. Yeah, I mean, sometimes y'all try to wait, for the right time. Hey, Team Scorpio, you might want to do a little something. If you got Venus or the Moon in Scorpio, this time to get a little freaky. You know what I'm saying? Get a little creative. This is a time to express your creativity. If you're a Scorpio, look at the things that are coming to you and see how you could be creative with certain things. Also, watch over your children or any activities with your children. Start to keep it real with your children and have fun, have fun, have fun. Sagittarius, something at home could come up missing. I wouldn't do no real estate deals right now. I wouldn't do no real estate deals with nobody really, because we ain't even get into like signing contracts and stuff like that. But Sagittarius is, I really would, I would watch the things at home. I would see if I have a home-based business, I would fall back and try to like restructure some things. And I definitely would not try to move right now. Or unless you're forced to move, you may like all of a sudden have to transform and go somewhere. But if it's like you don't have to go nowhere, then just like chill. Capricorns, ooh, your speech. Somebody's lying to you. Capricorns, you lying or somebody's lying to you? Just like that. Capricorns, you have a big opportunity to transform right now. Capricorns and Capricorn risings, you got big opportunity to transform through your speech and your thoughts. You probably are not thinking right. You're not being realistic. You're not being realistic, Capricorns. You know, like y'all are already hard head. Stop calling Taurus as hard head and bullheaded. Ain't nothing like a damn Capricorn who think they know what they talking about. That joint is crazy. Um, Aquariuses, Aquariuses, some money might get stolen. You might watch out for credit card fraud. Um, whew, your money, like how you make your own personal money, you may need to reevaluate your own personal money for um like how that's coming in for you Sagittariuses. And who's next? Aquariuses? Did I put Aquarius on? Wait a minute. No. Hold on. I think I skipped. I think I went third. I went third in 1 second. Pisces, Aquarius. I think that's everybody. If I skipped you, just let me know. But I think I got everybody. If you're an Aquarius or Aquarius rising, yeah, that's your money. Yeah, that's your money. Be careful of the money situation. Yeah, Capricorn, somebody might lie to you. Aquarius is watch the money. And then Pisces, I'm back to the beginning again. It's going to be something about your personality and how other people see you. How other people see you. You may catch somebody lying to your face. So Capricorn, somebody could be talking about you and lying. Pisces, somebody may lie to your face, Miss Jasmine I-10.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Esther says, what is the master number 22? Google it. I am not your master number 22, got a whole bunch of definitions. You can Google it or you can go to numberswami.com. That's my personal my personal numerologist, or on the main Tyrain.com. I got 2 cats. If you want to inbox me, I'll send you somebody's information for numerology. But you ain't getting ready to get me out here out of my lane. I do astrology, I do relationships, I do businesses. I'm not the numerologist. I study it, but I ain't you ain't finna get me jacked up.
All
And
right.
big shouts out to all Pisces right now who get, it's y'all time right now. Aries is coming. This is a good prep time for y'all to clear some things up.
Mm-hmm.
And that is your report for the sun signs and rising signs up under this Mercury retrograde. Watch out for the lies. Is it the truth or is it a lie? Trust your gut. Get out of your head.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Woo! And
She
just the
said,
mental spirit.
yeah. CoachKAstrology.info. If y'all want to check me out, I have seen Jasmine in about the last two or 3 weeks. I've seen some people from Let's Talk Magic come through. Really, really, really solid stuff. I'm really happy about the way people are showing up in Let's Talk Magic and taking their astrology and putting it with their magic because it helps you stay in your lane. I would use my magic on the things I'm strong at instead of trying to worry about, let me do magic on the things that I'm super weak at. Work on
Mm-hmm.
what you're really strong at first and get that going really well so that can support you. A lot of, what up, Sahara? A lot of the, Fraterna is in the building. She coming in here Monday. That's right. She just booked her session. Right. I was just going to say something about your spiritual destiny. Sometimes, like, you can have too many details, and you might just want to know how to line up just on the spiritual path. What is one of the 12 directions that you need to be heading to? So they call it Kabbalistic astrology, but it's really just a study of the North and the South Node. But so you can go very, very deep into that. Just like Lilith. I could do a reading, I could do a Lilith reading on somebody for 2 hours and not discuss their sun sign at all. My Lilith is in Leo in the 12th house. That's a 2 hour discussion. Like, well, when I do a full consultation, I just show people, um, I just show people like where their Lilith is at, where they can get more information off of it. But I don't let Lilith take over the whole reading unless you was asking me something about some dark energy. I got this other sister. She was like, she has the good problem. Some of y'all talking about y'all celibate. She got 2 men and she just don't know which one to choose. She doesn't want to lie to somebody. I said, that's why you need to understand what your relationship language is. If ain't nobody paying no bill and ain't nobody putting no ring on it, you ain't got to lie to kick it. If they coming to you and you want to date 2 people or whatever, you need to take Jasmine's Queen Bee class. You know what I'm saying? Like the Queen Bee got many worker bees around to serve the hive.
Yes.
I don't know when Jasmine gonna teach that class right there. That's probably top secret. That's probably gonna be about $5,000. So, but go ahead. What was you gonna say?
You know, one of the biggest issues is people don't know how to manifest the right partner. That's a big one. You need to manifest the right partner and know how to keep the right partner also. A lot of y'all doing love spells and you manifesting people, people will come, but you got the wrong ones. They wrong one because you don't know yourself. Two, a lot of you are not, and I ask people all the time, you're not specific in your petitions, and you need to be working on manifesting the partner that's right for you. And it may be more than one, but it's got to be the right one. That's another class. That's another video that will come up shortly.
Look, they talking about I need that Queen Bee class. Look at them. You better. It's gonna come with some astrology. But don't come talking about the Queen Bee class if you don't know your relationship. When I asked Jasmine where her Venus was at, she didn't go be like, "Oh wait, let me go look it up." Hold on. She said Scorpio.
Mm-hmm.
She know what her relationship language is. That's the truest thing that she can do. When you do your love ritual out there, ladies and gentlemen, do you know what oil to put on it? Are you putting Scorpio oil on yours? You shouldn't if your Venus ain't in Scorpio. But Jasmine ain't gonna put Scorpio oil on all her love candles because all of y'all, it's 12 different relationship languages. Do you know where your Venus is at? I could get off and go on my page now and do a whole joint about do you know where your Venus is at? Out here talking about somebody mistreating you, but you don't even know your own relationship language. My Venus is in Gemini. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that poly lifestyle, I can live it, but it's more about intellect. But I can do 2 women at the same time. And they don't always work out, but I just seem that's just how they come to me, and they just be getting attracted. So for me to try to lie and be like, oh, I can't. I just tell people who I am off the gate, go on, keep it moving, and then so now somebody got the choice to move on or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But then I also that means that I'm responsible for keeping the harmony too, which is hell. Some of y'all, and some I want to speak to you men. Some of you men out here are not built for this poly life. That's a whole nother um, conversation. Y'all ain't built. Y'all ain't built for it, man. Y'all ain't built for it mentally, spiritually, physically, and you just holler about the Africans. We always had more. You shut up, shut up. And some of you women, I'm tired of you shaming yourselves into not having more than one man. Man, you ain't gonna be in your 20s and 30s and 40s, but one time this lifetime, you better get that energy right there for what you need. You at the center of your chart. You got the pyramid, circle, whatever. You at the center of your chart. Look out for you, player. Learn what your relationship language is and go get yours. Stop worrying about, I just don't want to hurt nobody. You hurting yourself. If you take care of yourself, you ain't got to worry about hurting nobody else.
This is true. This
She
is
told me I
true.
then knew I needed 8 husbands. Okay, 8 husbands. Well, hey, could be. I don't know. I ain't seen your chart. Where your Venus at, Maya Woodall? Don't let them instincts and what your chart be this much different than you think you know, and you ain't got the receipts yet. You know what I'm saying? I know what my receipts are. So
Mm-hmm. And one last thing, one last conclusion too that just came to mind with as far as the relationship talk. You know, reconciliation spells, love spells are my specialty, love spells and money spells. But I always tell people it's easier to prevent something from happening than it is to fix it once it's fallen apart. You want to come for a reconciliation spell, but the relationship was dying for months. Did you have your love candle going? Ensure what you have from the beginning. Don't wait till the fight happens. Don't wait till the breakup happens. Don't wait because then you want to come to me and pick up the pieces. You didn't said this, they didn't said this, y'all didn't got into it, and somebody didn't been around, and now you want to bring it back together. It's difficult. It is complex. It makes more sense to protect what you have already. Protect the relationship. If you manifest the right person, guess what? You won't be breaking up. And sometimes relationships run their course. There's a lesson to be learned in all of it. How are you? How are you dealing with the relationship? Are you having anxiety? Are you going crazy? Are you communicating the right way? Is it really your partner or is it you? So these are all things to take into consideration and things to really, really think about when you're doing your love work. Even when you come to me if you want me to do it. And that goes back to what Kyrie was saying. You need to know thyself. You need to know your love language.
yes, and I had to put no down here. Christina talking about, can you do a recollection spell for a twin flame relationship that we are healed, if that makes sense. If you had to heal it, y'all wasn't twin flames.
Right.
I already did an hour and a half video on the difference between soulmate and twin flames. Just like we talked about the difference between celibacy and abstinence. You ain't
Mm-hmm.
celibate if you masturbating. You just abstinent. But you ain't got no multiple twin flames out here. Everybody wants to have a twin flame. You got to work. A twin flame is like going to a job to even earn the right to have a twin flame. So you just ain't gonna be just running up on somebody, but you have multiple soulmates.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready to be able to say, I'm gonna get this partner ready for their next relationship? A lot of y'all ain't even ready to do that. You just on some mine.
Mm-hmm. And everyone that's your soulmate doesn't mean you're supposed to be with them. That don't mean you're supposed to be with them. That means that your souls are connected and you were together previously. And a lot of times you're running into these people because there was unfinished business. And guess what? Nothing gets solved. You know why? Because the same stuff that happened in the previous lifetime is happening again. A lot of you are repeating things. You know, I talked to someone who says she runs in the same situation with guys over and over and over and over and over again. When she told me she'd been talking to a guy for 3.5 weeks and went off on the poor guy, why you don't kiss me? Why you don't hold my hand? How come? It's like, girl, it's only been 3 weeks. He don't even know you. You didn't plan the wedding. He still don't know your last name. And then you wonder, and then the next day after the date, she didn't hear from him. You wonder why? And that's a whole separate. I could go into the whole separate video. Woo! Talking too much, saying the wrong thing at the wrong time. And hey, a lot of things I hear from clients is like, he's my soulmate, but that doesn't mean you're supposed to be in a relationship. Now, if you are, great, but it doesn't always have to mean that. It really doesn't. And yeah, you have multiple soulmates. This is your first incarnation here, just like you've dated multiple people. You have multiple soulmates, um, and you will run into them. But don't let that fool you. Don't let the familiarity fool you into thinking that that's who you're supposed to be with, because what's happening is you're trying to be with someone because you think they're your soulmate, and in actuality you're blocking or missing a person that you're really supposed to be running into. That's a whole separate video. I could talk about that all night, and I'm speaking from my own personal experience. Okay.
Y'all think we just read a book and like just coming out of some Harlequin romance? It's not going down like that. These real stories, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you can't be lazy, yo. Once you get, that's the other thing too. I know one of the reasons why a lot of y'all don't come get no readings from me. You don't want to be accountable. You don't
Mm-hmm.
want to be accountable. You don't want to be accountable. It's okay. I'm only gonna work. I only want to work with the willing anyway.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I'm gonna do. Hopefully, in the next 2 weeks, I'm gonna start doing these group coaching classes in the morning. They're gonna be live. So it's gonna be at 7 o'clock on the East Coast and then 7 o'clock on the West Coast. So it'll be at 7 Eastern and then 10 Eastern. So it's gonna be 1 hour. It's gonna be on Zoom. It's going to be paid so people can come to class, and we're going to do meditation. We're going to pray for 5 minutes, meditate for 5 minutes, do Qigongs for 5 minutes, and
Mm-hmm.
then now I'm a coach for 40 minutes. So that means we'll already have like a 55-minute session, and it's going to help people kickstart their day. So the people who show up, those are the people I'm going to help coach. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm kind of like I do one-on-ones, but like I know that people need to start at a certain place during the day. So it's going to be prayer first for 5 minutes. You're going to learn the prayer. You're going to learn how to meditate. A lot of y'all don't know how to steal your mind. You're trying to dress your candle, and your mind is way over there in Timbuktu and Missouri and
Mm-hmm.
Australia and Pluto. And
Mm-hmm.
you talking about I can't concentrate. I said, how often do you meditate? You get ADHD right there in my face, like,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
hey, you. Yeah, I'm talking. How often do you meditate on a scale of 1 to 10? Um, yes, everybody on here on the. Why is your twin calling me? On a scale of 1 to 10, 0, I don't meditate at all. 10, I'm a super meditator. Let me just take a quick roll call right now of how many of you meditate, or what do you think is your level of expertise at meditating? 0 to 10. Watch how many people are going to be under 5 right here. Watch what I'm telling you. So I want to help. I want to help change that, and then I think that with prayer, meditation, qigongs, you got the energy flowing right in the body. Then and got your mind right. Now when you go out there and step into your ritual, because if I got you from 7 to 8, now you into the rest of the day, got your stuff laid out. There'll be topics about astrology. I'll be discussing different chakras in the body, how to clean the throat, how to work on, let's coach through the throat. Let's do some heart coaching today. Let's do some root work today. Like it's going to be different things every day depending on who shows up. So it won't be any long-term prescription. You just, if you want to come, you'll just be able to go over to the page and then you'll just be able to pay. I'll send you the link. Um, if you come to that class, you also will get a recording too. So you get the recording that you can go back and do and watch it the whole day. Or if I send it to you in the morning and then you don't make it, then you can just come back and catch that replay later on.
Mm-hmm. And the other thing with meditation also, for those of you that are trying to practice your magic, you have to be able to learn how to raise energy. Lighting a candle with no energy behind it is just lighting a pretty candle. If you sit for 5 minutes and meditate, I know you're not sitting at your altar every day. I know what's happening is a lot of people are lighting their candles, saying a couple affirmations. They may say a prayer or two. They'll sit there for a couple minutes and their mind is on. They got to go to work tomorrow and the light bill needs to be paid. Got to take care of the kids. And 10 minutes have gone by. They didn't lit their candle and think they didn't did something. And 7 day candles, I love the 7 day candles because they work, but I find a lot of people are lazy. You still got to work your 7 day. If it's burning for 7 days, that means you got to be at your altar for 7 days. I actually saw a post earlier with someone saying she was going out of town for a week. What should she do? And someone was telling her how to put the candle in water and let it burn. If you're gonna be gone for 7 days, what's the point of burning the candle? You're not working the ritual. That candle ain't doing nothing. So you got to be able
Ooh,
to learn how to raise your energy vibration. That's the whole other purpose of having an altar. Your energy through meditation, through breathing, through kundalini breathing, through yoga. Because you don't have where's your chi? You don't have anything to put into your work, into your ritual. That's why it's called a ritual. That's why there's things are done a certain way. That's why you work your candle every single day. It takes me about an hour just to get a 7-day candle lit. Just to dress it, get it lit, pray over it, and sit there. That's a 7-day candle. That's not when I do a ritual. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you do these single candles. You light the candle, walk away, let it burn, go back in the room and check on it. No, no, no. So meditation teaches you the discipline to be still. If you can't be still in front of your own altar, in front of your own candle that you are lighting to change something for your life, if you can't do that, then there's a whole lot of other things in life that you're going to struggle with.
Mm. Mm. Bang, 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 bang. She putting bolos on. That's funny. That's one thing Dr. Gibson showed at the workshop last weekend. I think it was in Magicians, and the girl was doing the conjuring, and fire was coming, and she had to raise her emotions and like get loud when she was doing the incantations. A lot of people were like, "Iritsimo whoopsie wah." You got to like rah, you got to like raise some emotions if you want these spirits to respect you. You know what I'm saying? So, especially if you're trying to do something to reverse something, because somebody put emotions. Nobody sat down and put some type of nice dark magic on you. They did it with some emotion. So
Right.
then you're gonna have to put some emotion to get it up off of you.
How bad do you want it? How much are you willing? You get up and go to work. You sit at a job every day that you don't want to be at, and you want to get out of it, and you're doing spell work to get out of it, but you won't even invest the time in the spiritual work to get out of the situation. How bad do you want it?
Then they say Jasmine is your fault.
Right. Exactly. So get on your magic, get on these skull candles, keep your money candle burning. I think I say that in every video, and I still have people asking me about why they don't have no money. Get a money candle burning. Money machine candles, they're amazing. They work, they're available, they're on my website, one ritual away. Start investing in yourself, investing in changing your life, manifesting the best life. Ain't y'all tired? Aren't y'all ready for something new? Aren't you ready for something better? Now it's time to get with it, level up. Time to level up. And that's leveling up in your tools. And like Kaya was saying, you're going to buy $3 tools, you're going to get $3 results. You have to invest in order to see the results that you're looking for.
I just put my site up there, free meditation course. It's a 17-minute video. Jasmine's father, Grandmaster Sanyata Saraswati, taught me microcosmic orbit. If you go to coachescloset.com, no E, and just put your email address in and put your name, you will be emailed the meditation that I use, that everybody can use, the microcosmic orbit, to calm it down, take it down, start appreciating the breath. Coachescloset.com. Did I say it was 1,000% free? Why is it job? It should be way more than that, but it's free because I want people to meditate. Those are really the only people I really want to deal with. If you don't want to meditate, I really can't do no astrology with you. I don't want to. I'm not encouraged to be like, let me work with you. I'm trying to meditate. Okay, you the ones I want to work with. I've tried before, but I need help meditating. I'm trying to work with you. I ain't got time to meditate, but if you hurry up and help me up, I don't even want to work with you. Here go your money back. We good. We good. Over here at this camp, this community that we building, we want to be some calm minds. Don't be calling me talking about Jasmine didn't answer the phone. She ain't supposed to answer the phone. Like, we've had some of those too. Where I'd be like, do you know XYZ? Why are they blowing my phone up? This joker is not calm. Jasmine was like, and they getting ready to get their money back.
Right.
Get their money back.
And that anxiety, that anxious energy, that energy is counterproductive to your spiritual work, whether you doing it, I'm doing it, you could hire 100 practitioners. It's counterproductive. productive. You see me, I'm chilling. That's the type of energy you got to put in to your work. You're anxious and you're nervous and oh, I won't even go there. But calm the mind, know thyself, and everything you want to manifest, it's one ritual away. Simple as that.
Nothing else I can say on top of that. I'm gonna say this miracle prayer that I'm finna get up out of here. Is that okay? Can I do that?
Absolutely. Oh, somebody had asked where to get the oils at. The oils are available on my website, oneritualaway.com. They are handmade. I make them twice a month during the new moon and the full moon. You can inbox me or you can go ahead and place your order. And yeah, I love you guys. And yes, Kaya, please close us out with prayer.
Nice big inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth and relax the shoulders. Anabakor, Kijalaki Minka, Tatia Tezara, Kabel Renat, Amcha, Sagvanu, Tahara Nunara, Na Gibor, the Shea Yakadeka, Kavavat Shamran, Barkam Tyram, Raka May, Tazi Kateka, to meet Gamlin, Kasim Kodosh, Baru Tufka, Nahel Arateka, Yakid Gahel, Amchapanez, Okrea Katush Kateka, Shavatanu Kabel, Ushma, Tazakatanu, Yodea Talamot, Baruk Shem, Kovoma Kuto, Alam Vae. We found you in peace. We're going to leave you in prayer. Coach K is outie.
Thank you. Good
Peace.
night, Kaya. All
All
right, my
right,
love.
peace.
I'm gonna get up. About to start working on these candles. I love you guys. Thank you for sitting with us. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing this video. If you have questions, inbox me. I'm here to help you. If you need help writing your petitions, working on your magic, go ahead and schedule a consultation. My job is to help get you from where you are to where you want to